Hi, I am Ejaz Nazir Sheikh from Kekiwak Education Society's Arts, Commerce, Science, Computer Science College, Kakasaheb Nagar, Ranwad. Now, I am going to explain different interrupts in microcontroller 8051 and interrupt programming using a reference book 8051 Microcontroller Embedded System using Assembly and C language by an author Mazidi. First of all, we have to consider what is interrupt. An interrupt is an external or internal event that interrupts the microcontroller to inform it that a device needs its services. A single microcontroller can serve several services by two ways. First, using interrupts. Upon receiving an interrupt signal, the microcontroller interrupts whatever it doing and serve the device. The programmer which is associated with the interrupt is called interrupt service routine or interrupt handler. And the other way is polling. In polling, the microcontroller continuously monitor the status of given device. When the condition meets, it performs the service. After that, it moves on to monitor the next device until everyone is served. In polling, each device is monitored. When condition met, it informs the service and the service will be computed by the microcontroller. The polling can be monitor the status of the several devices and serve each them as certain conditions are met. For example, in a timer programming, the timer flag is monitored with the help of instruction JNB. The advantage of interrupt is that the microcontroller can serve many devices at the same time. Each device can be get attention of the microcontroller based on the assigned priorities. For the polling method, it is not possible to assign a priority since it checks all the devices in round robin fashion and according to the need that devices need will be completed. The microcontroller can also ignore a device request for the service. This is not possible for a polling method. In interrupts, what is interrupt service routine? For every interrupt, there must be an interrupt service routine or interrupt handler. When an interrupt is invoked, the microcontroller runs the interrupt service routine. For interrupts, there is a fixed location in a memory that holds the address of interrupt service routine. The group of the memory locations set aside to hold the address of ISR, that is interrupt service routine, is called interrupt vector table. The microcontroller gets the address of the ISR from the interrupt vector table and jump to it. Upon executing the interrupt service, the last instruction of the interrupt service, which is RETI, return from the subroutine. Upon executing return from the subroutine instruction, the microcontroller returns to the place where it was interrupted. In microcontroller 8051, there are 6 interrupts. Out of them, first is reset, power upon reset, and next is two interrupts set aside for a timer, timer 0 and timer 1, TF0, TF1 respectively. Two interrupts are set aside for hardware interrupts, INT0, INT1, and the one interrupt is for serial communication, belongs to both receive and transfer, that is RI and TI. The table shows the interrupt vector table and the priority of interrupts. Reset has a 000 ROM location. INT0 has 0003. TF0 has 000B. INT1 has 0013. INTF1 has 001B, and finally the TI or RI has ROM location 002B. In such a way, the interrupts with their interrupt vector table or addresses are given in a tables. The way with which the interrupts are enabled and disabled. Upon reset, all the interrupts are disabled, mean that none will be the response to the microcontroller if they are activated. The interrupt must be enabled by the software in order for the microprocessor to respond them. There is a register called interrupt enable register that is responsible for the enabling and disabling the interrupts. The figure shows the structure of interrupt enable register, in which the MSB is EA, that is interrupt all. If EA is equal to 1, means all the interrupts are enabled. If EA is equal to 0, then it means that all interrupts are disabled. Next bits are ES is for enabling serial port interrupts. ET1 is for enabling timer 0, that is TF0 overflow interrupt. EX1 for enabling external interrupt 1. ET0 is enabling timer 0, that is TF0 overflow interrupt, and finally EX0 is enabling external interrupt 0. To enable an interrupt, we take the following steps. First, the MSB of interrupt enabled register, that is EA bit, must be set to high all the interrupts rest of the register to take effect. The value of EA, if EA is equal to 1, interrupts are enabled and will be respond to if their corresponding bit in a EA are high, and when EA is equal to 0, no interrupts will be respond. Here we can enable or disable the required interrupts by putting the specific value in interrupt enable register. If IE is equal to 100101110, then it means that the EA is equal to 1 means global interrupt enable. Then if fourth bit is equal to logic 1, then the serial interrupts is enabled. Then if second last bit is enabled, then TF0 is enabled, and if second last bit is equal to 1, then external interrupt 1 is enabled. In such a way, we can, according to requirement, enable and disable the interrupts by putting the specific value or required value in interrupt enable register. Timer interrupts. There are two timer interrupts. Timer flag is raised when the timer overflow. TF0 for timer 0, TF1 for timer 1. So it will be monitor using JNB instruction. We can use a polling to monitor the TF bit when it raised, then getting out from the loop and clearing the or stopping the timers. In such a way we can use timer interrupts. Then microcontroller 8051 has two external hardware interrupts, INT0 and INT1, which are at pin number 12 and pin number 13. To make the INT0 and INT1 edge trigger interrupt, we must program the bit of the TCON register. The D0 and D2 bit of TCON register, that is IT0 and IT1, they are also referred as TCON 0 and TCON 2 bits are addressed. In such a way, we can edge trigger the interrupts. So, figure shows the block diagram of timer control register, in which the first four bits are for the external interrupts and last four bits are for the timer interrupts. Then next is a serial communication interrupts. There are two TI and RI bits are used for the serial communication interrupts. When TI is raised, then the last bit of the frame data, the stop bit is transferred, indicating that the SBUF register is used to transfer the next byte. When RI bit is raised, then the entire frame of the data, includes the stop bit, is received. The 8051, there is only one interrupt set aside for the serial communication. This interrupt is used to both send and receive data. If the interrupt bit is in the interrupt enable register is enabled when the RI or TI is raised, then the 8051 gets interrupt and jump to the memory location 0023 to execute the interrupt service routine. Now the interrupts serial communication interrupts bits with their interrupts bits. The TCON register hold four of the interrupt flags. The 8051 SCON register has RI and TI. INT0 IE0 flag and external interrupt 1 IE1 flag, IE flag, then timer 0 TF0 flag, timer 1 TF1 flag, serial port TI flag or RI flag. Now, how the priorities of the interrupts decided. When the 8051 powered up, the priorities are assigning according to the following table. The highest priority is provided to the external interrupt 0, then timer interrupt 0, then external interrupt 1, timer interrupt 1, and finally the lowest priority is given to the serial communication RI plus TI or RI and TI. In really, the priority scheme is nothing but the internal polling sequence in which the 8051 pulls the interrupts in the sequence list and responds accordingly. The priority can be changed with the help of interrupt priority register. We can alter the sequence of the interrupts priority by assigning the higher priority to any one of the interrupt by programming register called interrupt priority. So we can see the block diagram of or structure of the interrupt priority register. Thank you very much for listening me and watching my video. Stay home, stay safe, avoid spreading of coronavirus, be safe from the coronavirus infection, be smart, inform yourself about it, and be kind and support one another. Thank you very much.